must be.
She'll be reprising her role as X-Men Kitty Pryde in the upcoming sequel Days of Future Past, and you've seen him in the early 2000s Spider-Man trilogy. Ellen Page and Willem Dafoe have now gotten the digital treatment in upcoming video game Beyond Two Souls.
Please don't leave me here.
You're a monster! You hear me? A monster!
It's over, Jody. It's over.
Now concentrate, Jody.
With 2 Academy Award nominated actors fronting the game, it's no surprise it was the first video game to be officially selected for screening at the 2013 Tribeca Film Festival. Beyond Two Souls game director David Cage thought it was a natural fit.
We don't make films and we don't want or pretend to make films, but we understand that we have some things in common with the film industry, and it's interesting to build parallels between the two mediums. So it was also interesting to show the game to people who are not gamers and didn't know what to expect, and they thought that they would see, a lot of shootings and car races, and actually we showed them a scene where from Beyond where Jodie is just a homeless girl and she lives in the street, and there's a lot of things happening. So the reaction's been just amazing. It's been really a fantastic experience getting the reaction of these people and showing the game on the big screen was something really great, something we really enjoyed.
Beyond Two Souls is about Jodie Holmes, a girl born with a connection to an entity named Aiden. The game spans 15 years of her life as she travels the world unraveling the mystery of Aiden and his powers. Unlike traditional games, there is no game over. With its cinematic quality, David and his team have woven interactivity so seamlessly that every action and inaction you take shapes the story. With the game's 23 different endings for gamers to experience, David had to take a year to shoot all the motion capture footage, and with no elaborate sets built, the actors sometimes had to use a little more imagination.
Ellen had a lot of fun with the props on set because everything looks silly, because everything is replaced by CG images in the end. But here, for example, when she had to eat a piece of pizza that was actually made of, just a piece of paper, and she had to eat it. It took us quite a while to get it done just because she kept laughing. And she has a scene in a submarine, and the submarine was just a bunch of crates, and it really looked, miserable. So we just had a lot of fun playing with the props and seeing how ridiculous the situation was in a way. But at the same time, in the final game, it looks really good. When we shot with Ellen, she didn't want to see anything as we were working. And several times I told her, come and have a look. I'm going to show you on screen what you look like in the game. And she just didn't want. I think she was a little bit scared of being disappointed or not looking right or whatever. So on the last day of the shooting, I really had to force her and say, no, you're going to come with me and have a look. And she was really surprised. I don't think she was expecting something as realistic. And it was a real pleasure just to see her face, just to see her surprise looking at herself in the game. And most of all, realizing how a performance on set would translate on screen. On set, she was just doing things on this empty set. There was nothing around her, and we say, there is an helicopter, but there was nothing on set. It was just us imagining it. And when we could use animation and put her in context and really put her in the middle of a forest with the helicopters chasing her, suddenly it made sense with the music and the sound effects and all the stuff. Suddenly it made sense. Oh, wow, I didn't realize what it would look like in the end, so it was great experience.
While all eyes are on Sony's new gaming console, the PlayStation 4, launching to the US in November, Beyond Two Souls could be the last major release on the PlayStation 3. With 77 million consoles sold so far, the pressure of ending the console's 6-year run on a bad note might put a little pressure on some, but not David.
We make very few games, and we take a lot of time making them. We also invest a lot of ourselves in these games. We don't make products. It's not like, let's make another game so we can make more money. These projects are something very personal to myself, but also to the entire team. we also take at each game a lot of risks. You know, it would be easy for us to make another Heavy Rain and just, you know, milk the cow and just make another game the same way. But instead of that, we take risks again, we try new concepts, we try new IP, new technology, and we bring these actors. And so all this ends up, you know, the result is that we put pressure on ourselves. Because of all these reasons, we want this game to succeed, not for fame or money, just because this game is the last 3 years of our lives, and this is something that is important to us.
While blockbuster franchises like the upcoming Grand Theft Auto 5 costing 265 million USD to make, Beyond Two Souls just cost 32 million. This allowed David and his company Quantic Dream to take creative risk. Not unlike his previous critically acclaimed video games Fahrenheit and Heavy Rain, Beyond Two Souls seemed to be a self-contained story. But a franchise could be something David would be open to explore.
You know, I'm not against sequels, and maybe one day we'll do one, but so far I was very excited in trying new ideas and exploring new concepts, creating new IPs. You know, each game we make is so personal that it really corresponds to a moment in my life. So when I feel I've said what I had to say, I just close the book and I need to open another one. But, you know, if I feel that I have something new and interesting to say on the world of Beyond and the characters of Beyond, maybe there will be a sequel if the game is a success and if gamers really enjoyed it, and if I have something new to say about it, I will gladly make a sequel. Otherwise, we'll move to our next idea.
Beyond Two Souls releases on October 8th, only for the PlayStation 3.